Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Whittington. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your... Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
They make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. On third down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll go back to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
that kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Trying play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, what a missed opportunity for that interception. Yes, I know he gets the pass breakup, but he had a chance to finish things off, and he really didn't get it done. But there's a reason he plays defense. You know, they put the guys on offense that can actually catch.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Ducks are flying down the field. Looking to throw, it's Gabriel. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but rode your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Blue. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This offense has a second down play. Might as well stick with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having the pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Gonna let it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for and out if they don't convert. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Throws toward the end zone. And that pass picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. Off he goes. The 40, the 30, the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll bring it out. It's James. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Corner's going to give them room. Now they'll run it to the right here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He'll take a deep shot here. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Sends it downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He shanked it. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does...
Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that lap.
He unleashes a long one. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Unloads it downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Man, we're going back and forth, these Texas Longhorns. You dig?
5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to
I think I'm keeping the ground.
Play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to scramble. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got it in the middle. It's Moore. At the 35, he's got Moore. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now, tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Using the quick game. Still on his feet. That's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. These corners backing off a bit. The gift to the back. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
You talk about having to have it. We needed to force a turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Blue. He's brought down, solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate. It wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down one possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
Here we go. Third down and one. Let's see what you're made of. Caught in the backfield. It's Golden. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Catch in the middle, it's golden. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Into the end zone. Makes the grab. And he was looking for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be really accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Longhorns! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Getting set for the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Whittington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are...
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising. Drama just
All they got to do is run the clock out now.
stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yes,
They just gave you the game.
He's got to be able to handle
All you got to do is manage the clock.
Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy. But you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Blue. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's a winner from 44 yards out. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida and just the games that
I gotta
stand out
say,
the most were always the ones that went down to the wire. Whether we lost,
The Oregon Ducks, they played a good one.
For this team, this is
They
gonna
make
be
it
a
easy for me.
because of how well they played.
Did you lose more of those or win? Just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.